Okay, so I'd love to start off with my favorite Spartan experience or event that I've experienced when I'm on this campus. And my first overall one, I would like to say, is the soccer games. Because no matter what I'm doing, how I'm feeling, whether it's good or bad, stressed, etc., I can always go to a soccer game and just relax, have fun, and just enjoy the game. For me, this is a really big thing because I love soccer as a sport in whole. I've been watching soccer since I was very, very young and playing soccer since I was very, very young. And just being able to have this outlet, well, not, even though it's not all year, just being able to have this outlet for me is very huge. So I love to go into the soccer games. My favorite game was definitely the homecoming game, though. I always say this because the atmosphere was elite. The halftime show was pretty funny, I think. Well, it was entertainment at least. And then for the game sake, I guess the game was pretty good. I mean, we tied 1-1. We could have won. We should have won, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Okay, so next up, I'll be sharing my lessons I've learned. First off, I like to start off with fostering academic success. A lesson I've learned so far about that is that it's not like high school. I have to go study. I have to do all the work. I have to put in the work. So for me, the Jackson Library has been very huge for me. I love going to the library. I go at least 4 times a week. Just go there for 2 hours, 3 hours, study, get my work done, and I can just relax for the rest of the week. For me, this is really big because I'm not good with time management normally. So having a constant schedule, and a place to go to do my work is very huge. Another lesson that I've learned is that communicating with your professors is very important. And the way I've been doing this is either going to office hours and emailing. The reason that it's so important to do this is because if you don't communicate with your teachers and you have a problem with them, you can't expect them to know your problem. And that's a problem I used to have in the past. In high school, I used to just expect my teachers to know what was wrong, know what I was thinking. And that's not possible to do. So I've learned in college that I have to communicate and send the email sometimes, swallow my pride, ask for help. It's perfectly fine. Go to office hours. And yeah, it's working pretty well so far. Okay, so now moving on towards lessons I've learned from connecting with the G and getting used to my campus. The biggest lesson I've learned so far is that nobody's the same. Because where I'm from Charlotte. You'll meet a lot of people at Charlotte, but more or less they're the same person. But here at Greensboro, it feels like every person I meet is unique and new. So this is a new experience for me, and I have to adapt to it because I'm used to just assuming things about people and it being right. So that's the biggest hump for me to get over. To add on to that, another lesson I had to learn from connecting with the G is that people, they can do things that they think is fun and I can think it's mean or like rude, but that doesn't mean they meant to be rude. It's that where they're from, there's different customs and stuff, so I automatically assume that they're trying to be rude. For me, I feel like this is going to be the hardest one to really get over. The reason for this is because when I see somebody, I'm expecting a certain level of hospitality that they're going to give to me. And when I give them that level of hospitality and they don't return it, it's kind of offensive to me. But they don't mean it all the time. Now, they can mean it sometimes. And you can tell when somebody means it, but most of the time they don't mean it. So I have to get used to that. And it's not always going to be a rude thing. Okay, last but not least, I would like to talk about engaging in personal development. For me, I feel like how I've done this is kind of, but I haven't done it as much as the other two. But I do feel like the workshops we've done in class have helped me a lot. Say, for example, the note-taking workshop. I'm not gonna lie, my notes aren't the best. They're mediocre at best. So I feel like that workshop did help me learn some new strategies and give me some new ideas of notes I can take. Now, have I used them yet? No, but I plan on using them soon. So yeah. Also, I do feel like for me, the speaking center and the communications building just in general has been very good for my public speaking. Although I wouldn't say I'm necessarily nervous when I go up to speak, I feel like I can say my words more clear and concise, and the speaking center has helped with that a lot, just alongside the professors at the communications building in their offices. I like to go there during their office hours in my spare time, just so I can perfect my craft, really. I feel like it's something I don't have to work on that much, but I do feel like if I want to go where I want to go in life, being a better speaker than more people will get me further than me just being a mediocre speaker, an average speaker. Then on that note of where I want to go in life, I'd like to move on to my last topic of my video, and that's major exploration. For my major exploration, when I first came to college, I had 3 majors in mind. It was business administration, economics, and then it was computer science, in that order. No, I really wasn't considering computer science as my top choice at all. It was just there for the look of it. And then I took a computer science-based class, and I found out a passion I didn't even know I had, and that was coding. I really do find fun in coding. So then I talked to one of my friends, 'cause I know he's a Roblox developer, and he develops games, he can code well and stuff. I was talking to him, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do, this and that and that. And he pretty much told me, like, yeah, if this is what you want to do, I can help you out. I can get you right. I was like, okay, that sounds cool. Even though I haven't declared yet, I do feel like I'm 80% decided. So I do feel like computer science will end up being my major at the end of the day. So I feel like this class has been very, how do I put it? It's been very effective towards my major decision.